there. For all the people that are like, oh, show me your kitchen, show me your house. You want to see how fancy it is? That's where the sun comes in and it's like really hot. Yes, that's the treadmill I used to use. During the pandemic, I don't use it so much anymore. But those are my fans. The big fan above. And then my greatest fan. Oh, you talk about like who are your fans? Well, my fans are ceiling and chair. Chair fan. Chair fan. It's Friday. Sorry, I haven't put you in the clip yet. I'm about to clip you up. I am about to clip you up. So, but there's the sun. Like the sun will be going down. That's why I keep it kind of closed like that. Right? So you get to see a little more of my living environment. Wait, okay, I haven't put my pillows up yet, but I'm gonna put you in the grabber, the thing that holds it. But wait, I gotta put hold on a minute. I'm not completely organized yet. Damn it. Gotta have a little cushion for the old lady butt, man. Gotta make the butt comfy. That's all. That's what I'm saying. And yes, for the outfit checkers, I have a white blouse. I have a blue skirt. Yes, that is me today. Yes. So, somebody's here. Wait, who's here? MHMD. Hey, hello. Faisal, hi. How are you? Is that AI? AI is apparently in the house. I know AI is in the flippin' house. I mean, how do we even survive? How are we gonna go forward in the world? The world is gonna be taken over by AI. Right? I think maybe a little bit. I gotta get comfortable. I have to find the right little cush and the right little bounce on my thing. I look like I'm wearing a maternity dress. That's kind of interesting. But no, it's not a maternity dress. It's just like it's hot out, kind of a little outfit. That's all. Hey. Oh, I gotta catch up. Glenn is here. Good afternoon. I did have a good day. Thank you, Glenn. I had a very good day. I didn't think I was gonna work much today, but I wound up working. I worked more than I expected to, but it was good because I did good things. I accomplished good things, and I did some productive stuff. So there we are. Set out to see you live. Shoshone, humor alive, Indian and English like sentences. Okay, that's good. That's good AI, because I don't speak any kind of Indian, so we also use out slangs. Out slangs, don't even know what that means. 2800, hello. Welcome in. Hey, beautiful. Thank you, that's really nice of you. I appreciate that. I'm in my little house on the prairie outfit, shouldn't be like showing the, more of a little house on the prairie look. Maybe. Maybe. Mari from Bangladesh. Hello, Bangladesh. Hello, hello. Dennis. Wow. Hey, Dennis. Nice to have you here. Christopher is in the house. I'm the husband today. Christopher, you want to be my husband today? Okay. I accept. Today, the husband of the day will be Christopher Goodwin. Bless us all. And we are together over the internet. And we are apparently wedded. That sounds weird. For the day, say, right? Dennis said hi. Love the outfit. Thank you. 2800. Thank you. You know, it's a little bit Little House on the Prairie, right? I'll go back. You can see it. I'm not wearing leggings. I am wearing a skirt. But no, I'm not gonna like about the skirt. But it's just a blue skirt. And because it's hot and it feels better, it just feels better. Girl likes to feel cool. Like to feel cool. A1. Like use out the the set it out, burn it out. Sit, use, easy, burn. I learned Afrikaans, Dutch. I don't know if your Google Translate is working for you, my friend, because it sounds a bit chaotic there. My friends want me to stop speaking Indian Dutch. Okay. I would trust your friends. That's all I'm saying. Your friends are going to lead you in the right direction. That sounded a little chaotic. I didn't really understand what you were saying, but if you're happy, it's Friday, so everyone should be happy. That's all I'm saying. Christopher, today, yes. Well, I mean, you got to agree to it, I guess. Ghost says, great accent. Thank you. Thank you. Great accent. You know, it's interesting. In the last few days, I've had people say things about me having an accent. And, okay, good. I guess for wherever you're from, wow, this is like tipping over, isn't it? Isn't it tipping over? Should it be on top? I feel like a Teletubby with like this thing, this like perch on top of my head. Maybe I am a Teletubby. Do you guys remember what Teletubbies are? I might be kind of a Teletubby. A little bit. English is the universal language. 2800. It is where I'm from. So, you look like you're ready to take my banking information. Do you want to open an account, sir? Do you want to apply for a loan, sir? Yes, please, give me your identification. Give me your, I don't know what else they ask for when you're at the bank. All that. Jason Stallman in the house. Ghost. I'm from Australia. Oh, Ghost. Well, welcome. Welcome, Australia. I love when my Australian friends pop in. It's Friday. I'm in love. Arnell, hello. Hello, hello. Well, Ghost, that's why he is saying it's an interesting accent. But, Ghost, I will bet you that if I heard your voice, I would be like, oh, that's a great accent. You have not heard my visiting Australia stories. I have told stories about visiting Australia. Have you, Ghost, have you heard of King's Cross? I wound up there when I was like 20 years old or something. Uh, look even better hair down. Well, Paul Keelan, I'm sure you're the expert on it. And at some point, I probably may, possibly, maybe not, take my hair down. But it's hot. It's hot. It's hot, and I have a lot of hair. And so, actually, I had my hair down for most of the day, but it's hot. So, the hair goes up, my friend. My friend, my friend. There we go. Roberto, hello. You. We need to go back to German language. English ain't fun to learn. English is difficult to learn. It is. Yes, to all of the above. English is, I've heard and read and everything else that English is the most difficult language to learn because like all the rules of like when you learn a different language, all the rules get broken with English. You know, it's like you think that a verb is supposed to be a verb, but a noun is supposed to be a noun, but then a noun is a verb and it's also an adjective, and then slang nowadays, it's like, yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Hoda, Ghost, yes. Hoda, hi, how are you? How are you? How are you, Hoda? Jason, what do we have here? She's not a TV presenter, but she plays on YouTube. It's like, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I'm not a YouTube person, but I play one on YouTube. I pretend. I pretend. It's George Orwell. I'm thinking that Jason, you have a voice that could do like the voiceover for that. You know, the whole like, I'm just thinking, English is so easy, German grammar takes 5 years. Oh, ich liebe dich. I know how to say I love you in like 5 languages. And that's all I know in German. It's over 9. Ja, and 9, and ich liebe dich, which means I love you. I do. I know how to say I love you in like a bunch of languages. That's all I'm saying. I agree, because all the slang words, 2000s, yeah, slang. And I think nowadays, with all of the social media and all of that, there's like so much slang and there's so many words that are made up and used in the internet that people have, it has changed even since I was younger. So it's like, I don't know what the kids are talking about, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. And that's even, I know, even that is past tense. That 6, 7 thing is like, but that didn't mean anything. It meant that's what I came to find. I do research, ask all my 17 children, like, what does 6, what does that mean? They're like, it means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. So, you know, slang it's a dangerous little rabbit hole. Marcel, you're good. Thank you. Aland. Private gorgeous. Not sure what that means, but I don't know what the adjective is, but the noun, I get it. Thank you. That's nice. I think your intention is nice, so. I know 3 words in German, and I can't say them, or cha-cha-cheese. Or the cha-cha-cheese would be You'd be kicked off for a month. Okay, fair, Jason, fair. But it's good to know that I know someone who knows the bad words in German. I kind of want to learn all the bad words. I learned how to say I love you in so many languages, but I think it would actually be more fun to learn how to say "facaw," "facaw," the bird, "facaw," "facaw." I would rather learn how to say that, the bird thing. I'd rather learn how to say that in all languages. Why, Jason? I learned our African song early. I was on their Facebook. I was talking about Thor and stuff and the language. Yeah, I don't really do FB, but I know there's a lot of stuff. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on all of social media, right? All of social media is essentially chaos. It's like, why are you even here? It's like, why? Everybody is looking for something different or something crazy or something wacky or something they've never seen before. Yeah, I have to sit differently because my back will die if I have to sit up straight or my back will hurt. We don't want Cha-Cha's back to hurt. Not at all. Chadian! Hey! Hello, Chadian. Good to see you, my friend. Edwin, good evening. Good evening. Edwin. I don't know what that means. AI, Dutch slang, I wrote LaTeX means lightning. I was teasing them, not good. Flexing friend me. You've got me totally confused there. Again, I think Google Translate is kind of skunking you on that one. Edwin, sorry, Mom. Don't be sorry, Edwin. Don't be sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. Don't be sorry. What are we sorry for? Did I miss something? I might have missed something. For surezies. They are important words if you want to have intimate relationships in Germany. Oh. But I'm not in Germany. I want to have intimate relations, but I'm not in Germany. But still would get Cha-Cha sanctioned. I know they would be like, out. You get a strike. And my understanding, I haven't gotten a strike yet, right? And so I'm pretty careful. But you are only allowed so many strikes before they absolutely banish you. Just saying. So that's why I try to be careful. I don't wanna be banished. I mean, I could take some pride in probably being banished from YouTube. But it's like, whoa, gosh, I've been doing this for a minute now. Not that long. Not as long as a lot of the people that have been doing it for a long, long time. I haven't even been a year yet, so. Hey, girl. Ammerhorn. Hey. What is? I don't know, Edwin. I'm not even going to say that out loud because I don't know what it means. And I don't know what it means in another language. So I'm going to be real careful with that one and say, play with your glasses for me. I love being bossed around. Hot diggity dog. I love when people boss me around. Gee, bro. Double tap. Gee, bro. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Sorry, I've already been talking for 20 minutes and I need it. Take a sip. Just the vocal passages so I can speak. Could you be my internet wife? Well, chatting, I think so, because I had someone earlier that wanted to be my internet wife for the evening. And actually, yesterday or the day before, I got married to someone else as an internet wife. So, chatty, and will you be my internet husband for the day? For the day. For the day. Happy Friday, Cha-Cha and Chat. Thank you, G-Bro. Thank you, Edwin. Yeah, I don't know what that says. And since I don't know what it says, I am not going to read it out loud because I could be saying something really awful. What about your sister, Edwin? What about her? What about her? I love her. That's what about her. I love her. It's wonderful. So, what else about her? That's all. AI, when did you marry? Oh, you mean the guy who's passed out on the floor below me? Always, every day. He just sleeps on the, like, beneath my feet. I don't know. I think we were sort of joined by our families when we were like toddlers. We might have been 2 or 3, you know. God, I make up some weird shit, don't I? You know what sounds good right now? A banana. By K or what? AI, easy there, Tiger, my friend. I know. I know. Chibro's like, oh, what's going on here? Yeah. I have to make up some BS sometimes. Hammerhorn, again with bossing me. I love being bossed around. You have such a great, thank you, Chatty, and you're sweet. I appreciate that very much. I do my best. I'm only one woman. And I'm not the person that shoves food in my mouth and does things for clicks. But I will be here and I will hang out with you guys and I will chat with every one of you. So, as much as I can. Do you want to eat something else? Versus, are you being rude? No. That's right, Cha-Cha. Yeah, do you want to go to school and start life again at this age? No. Hot effing no. No. Oh, good grief. Imagine going back to school. G-Bro, talk to me. Would you want to go back to school? At this point in life, I mean, I don't know how old you are, G-Bro, but I figure you're an adult. Would you want to go back to school and like start all over? It's like, oh heck no. I have no desire to like start it all over again. Oh heck no. There's no way. Not in a hot minute. Hey, all of my 17 children are even done with school. They're out working in the world. So, me, what exactly would I study? And I would never want to write. Oh, Edwin, I don't know what you're saying, but I'm not going to repeat it. Never. Jimbo says never. I'm like, no, hot no. That's a hot no. Don't even bring that. I'm from Manhattan. Manhattan, New York, or Manhattan in Los Angeles, or where? Akil. I don't know where. Like you go 50 years back. No, the answer AI is like hot no. Wait, no. No, not even close. Do. It's great that you stay and chat with us, but please don't chat with Pat. You mean like SNL Pat? Like it's Pat? You remember It's Pat? You remember from like, I don't know if it was the 70s. No, it wasn't the 70s. It might have been the 80s. And they had a character on SNL named Pat. School nowadays ain't real anymore. Yeah, I have no idea, G-Bro, what school is. And it's a lot of money for like, I don't know what. For what are people like getting out of it? Seriously, like, are they getting like a better opportunity at where I had a conversation with one of my children, one of my 17 children. For those of you that want to know, like my husband is down here and I have 17 children. But I was having a conversation with one of my children this week, and it's interesting because I think nowadays, and I've read all these articles about it and stuff, it's like the companies that are hiring are not necessarily hiring for like your paper on the wall that you graduated from blah blah and you have this degree and everything. It's like, no, what kind of work experience do you have? Like, how much have you done in this particular industry? Yeah. Companies are kind of changing their game on it. I am not sure what colleges and unis are gonna do, but you know. Okay, what do we got? What would you rather prefer if you were not sent to school? Well, goodness, my friend, AI, I am way beyond school years. I have done life, and that's what I chose. I preferred, I traveled, I had children, I have had many businesses, and I have worked hard in life, and I continue to stay busy and work hard in life. So thank you, God, for blessing you and your family. Thank you, Edwin. That sounds nice. SNL, Pat Earth. Was it the 90s? I was lady in school. Atlas. I was a horrible student myself, so I'm just saying. AI, really 17 children? Yes. Can you believe that? I have had, yes, at least, I've lost track. Not even positive about the number, but you know, now you're overqualified for what job? It's like, what job? I mean, honestly, once you do life for like a few decades, it's like, I'm overqualified for pretty much everything. I mean, unless it's being an engineer. I wouldn't be a very good engineer. I don't know how to engineer things. But I can flip into a lot. That's why I joined the trades, no college tuition. Craig, yeah, good, smart, 2800, very smart. I work part-time and have my own business. Right, G-Bro, right. That's the way you get through life nowadays. And you get to a certain point in life where it's like school. What if I need to learn something? The internet is there. I think the internet may be the death of like higher education or most education. I don't know. I don't really know. If our climate doesn't kill us first. Good week. Lord, just back from a bank heist. Good evening. Good evening, Lord. Just back from a bank heist. Okay, juicy. How much did you pull? How much did you get? Like, how did it go? Did you get chased? Did they even ID anyone? What happened? What was the take? Spill the tea. We need the information. Adeline. Starring. I don't know what that means. I ordered. Yeah, you probably did. You're probably used to ordering. but I'm not used to following. I don't follow orders. I hate that. I hate it. I make 6 figures without a college degree in the trade. Yeah, I think there are plenty of people, 28, that, if they're smart and they work hard, they're going to really succeed just out there in the working world. New necklace equals new story. Spell it. Hey, wait, I'm going to wait and hear about the bank heist. I want to hear about the bank heist. Don't you tease me with this like bank heist and not have a story about it. Good grief. I would have. This doesn't really have a story. It's not. Yeah. Because yesterday I wore a puka necklace with a thing on it that came from Hawaii, and people were asking about it. And so the only reason I'm wearing this, doesn't have like an interesting story behind it, but it got me looking through like all of my necklaces. I have like so much stuff. And it's like, I have all these puka shells. I've got like 6 or 7 puka shell necklaces and different ones. So that's the only story behind this, is that I haven't worn it in a long time. And I was like, oh, kind of digging through. I'm like, oh, look at this. I haven't worn this in a while. So, yeah, I want to hear about the heist. Oh, I got to get caught up here. I got to get caught up. You make 8 grands and still husband sleeps on the floor. Yes, right there. He sleeps on the floor. He deserves to be there. He belongs there. You be quiet. I'm in charge. That's all I'm saying. John Figueroa, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, good people here. Bro, here, give me some grands. Lord, you forgot our guns and masks. We forgot our pew-pews and masks, so it didn't go well. Well, you're not in like handcuffs, so I guess in some extent it was a success. Her husband is her cat. Don't give away all my secrets. Lauren, we did a quarter on the street. Find a quarter on the street, so it wasn't at all. But that doesn't even cover the gas money. Come on now. That's funny. But that's funny. I'm going to give that one to you. Okay. There we go. I got to get caught up. Sorry about that. Okay. You guys were chatting. That's fine. That's all good. How is it being so old? It's not bad at all. How is it being so old? It's better than the alternative, as they say. If I wasn't alive and old, what would I be? Not alive and I know where you're from just because of that little compliment that's not even that you didn't even start it with a compliment. You didn't even start it with a compliment. You should have started it with like a compliment and then thrown in like but you're so old. People get old. And you know what? It's okay. A life of crime is hard. Lord, thank you for saving me from that. That was just going downhill bad. A life of crime is hard these days. Cameras, DNA. It's a jungle out there for crooks. Darn it, Lorton. Can it? It's hard to be a criminal. Well, we can put our heads together and probably come up with some new stuff. You know, the bank heist though, but you got a quarter, but that still doesn't cover the gas. So it's like, yeah, you gotta maybe plan a little better. Maybe not a bank. Maybe, I don't know, who are you gonna heist? I think you need to like maybe take one of these billionaires out. First you put a life insurance policy on one of them, right? Right? See what I'm saying? Following I'm picking up what I'm throwing down. Put a life insurance policy on one of these big billionaires. And then you like, your dog is out of control and trips them and they hit their head and they're goners. And then you collect on the life insurance. I'm not like telling you to do that. But there are ways, I suppose. No way, Yout hands. I don't know what that means. Adlin, barking. What, barking? Okay, are you the bar king? Or are you saying barking? I'm not impressed with either one. Just saying. It's Friday night. What the heck, people? Is this the best we got? Is this it? The only profitable business in crime these days is politics. True that. Well, start with being a local congressman where you live, or not congressman, a councilman, right? Join your local city council and like move your way up. And that's like, yeah, that's hardcore crime. For sure. I should probably think of a story because it's not really happening, is it? We're just sitting here, aren't we? Oh, wait, what? Ooh, I'm sure. Maybe the hair does need to come down, but it's still kind of hot, so it's still kind of hot in the room, like it's humid. It's humid hot. I did buy today, which is gonna help me, because you know I have to get really close to my phone to be able to read the comments. Well, a couple of people have recommended, do this, that I get, because I don't actually watch, I don't have cable TV, but I do have a very, very old flat screen TV, and said people that were giving me advice, little birdie in my ear, hey, you could, if the screen still works, and tomorrow I've got to plug the damn 15-year-old, at least 15-year-old TV in and see if it even will turn on. That's number one. And then they said, and I got these two things, right? And I'm not gonna show the name of the company, but it's an HDMI thing. It's a cord, and then this one, I'm not gonna show the name. It's something I plug into my phone, and then, oops. And then if the TV turns on, what I will do is I will move it in front, like behind where you are. I have a table there, but there's like picture frames and all kinds of things on. What I'm gonna do is I'll move all that stuff off, and if again the damn ass TV turns on, I will move the TV onto the table. I'll move everything off, put that on there, and then I can read the comments. I can read the comments like on a bigger screen, because it will connect my, oopsie, it will connect my phone directly to the screen, which is cool. I am not techie at all. I am not techie at all. So this is going to be a journey, an adventure for me tomorrow. Gotta figure out, first of all, if the TV will even turn on. If the TV doesn't even turn on, then that the whole thing is out the window, unless I buy a new like screen TV. But I'm hoping the one I have will still turn on, and then I can use all this techie stuff, fancy. I don't know how to use that stuff. I do not know how to use that stuff. That's all I'm saying. For a Hatsusa, said hi. Rub your nose for me, boss me around more, and I will do everything you tell me to do. Hammer horn, you just like to boss me around. You are bossing the wrong. I'm not that kind of a submissive person that, I don't know. Good morning, for a hot to you. Hi there, Annabelle. Hey there, hi there. Goodbye, baby. Well, goodbye. Hello, and goodbye. There we go. Hello and goodbye. Hey, Linda. Ooh, careful there, Linda. I don't know who Linda is. I'm not Linda. I'm Cha-Cha. I'm not Linda. Who's Linda? Who's Linda? I don't even know. I don't know. Who's Linda? Like Linda McCartney? I know who that is. Linda Ronstadt. I know who that is. I don't know a lot of other Lindas. Goodbye, baby. Well, goodbye. Then he says, hey, Linda, yes. Whatever that place is called, Nosa. Yeah. Ha. Do I belong to a bowling league? I do not. However, that you are bringing up bowling. When I was in high school, I was on the school bowling team. True story. Just because it was a fun thing to do on Wednesdays after school, and you got your picture in the yearbook with like all the other people on the bowling team. I was not good. And then when I was in the early 80s, when I was in college, my friends and I would ditch school and we'd go to the bowling alley, and we would drink beer, eat pizza, and bowl and shoot pool. I think it was on Thursdays. But currently, I do not belong to a bowling league. I don't even know if there is still a bowling alley. There was one in Claremont, but I heard a couple years ago that it got closed down, so I don't even know if we have a bowling alley anymore. Nick, I'm doing great, thank you. Good to see you, Nick. How are you? Hello again. For your Google Translate is just banging up a storm there, my friend. Says hello, says goodbye, says hey, says all the things. Okie. Adlin says okie. Like okie dokie, or just the straight Okie, like Okie from Kanoki, like Oklahoma Okie. That's a different kind of an Okie, right? I'm having trouble getting myself going here, aren't I? Goodbye. Hello, my baby. For sort of get kind of amusing. Hello. Hello, my baby. Hello. Goodbye, baby. Well, hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Akil, hi, Mom. Hi. Fern, Muck. You're really a Google Translate. You need to reevaluate your choices in life. I think they're Fern. I'll give you $13 if you do a belly dance for us. Well, Lord, as much as that is tempting, $13 for a belly dance. I could step right over here and do a belly dance, but nothing. Jeez, this is not OF. I do not do things on command. My goodness, people. My goodness. I mean, the fan is blowing on me. My hair is like, what? Okay, we're gonna take it down because it's starting to hurt. It's starting to hurt my brains. My brains are like, it probably looked better up. It probably looked more fancy up, but I'm gonna have to take it down because it's pinching my brains, and my brains clearly are not braining. My brains are not braining. So the hair goes down. The hair goes down. For a little while. I'm thinking, it's Friday. This is what I'm thinking, just my little Mindy mind. It's Friday. It's early. It's still kind of quiet. Still kind of quiet. Right? Maybe, just maybe, just Scotia maybe, $14. Wait, the bidding's $13.75, $13.40. You guys are killing me. You're a heap. Total noodle. I don't know what you're talking about. Holy moly. Well, well, Merle's proud to be an Okie from Muskogee, a place where even Cha-Cha has. You know it, my friend. You know it, Okie from Muskogee. Actually, that whole word thing came to me from the movie Officer and a Gentleman. You remember that movie? It was Richard Gere and, oh, what was her name? She was awesome, young actress. Actress all around. It was a good movie, but his best buddy was the Okie from Muskogee. You look like my mother. Oh, she passed away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, if that's the case. Were you a Breck girl back in the day, like the shampoo? Are you talking about the shampoo? Oh, that's because I was playing with my hair, right? Breck shampoo. Ooh, ooh. Oh, Breck shampoo. I don't think I ever used Breck shampoo, if that's what you're talking about. Vic Ramos, please. Total Noodle 1970s. Okay, I'm totally into 1970s, but I didn't know the band that you were mentioning, Total Noodle. I remember a lot of bands from back then, but I don't remember them all. Hot bank teller. Bank teller, teacher that let her hair down. I remember when I was in 12th grade, grade 12, in high school, and so we were like 17, 18 years old. My English teacher, our English class, it's all these 17, 18-year-old kids that are about ready to graduate. Our teacher in English was 23 years old, and he was hot. Just saying, all the girls in the class were like crushing over a 23-year-old teacher, which would have been so very wrong. Nothing happened with me, but I don't know if it's something happened with any. No, he was pretty straightforward guy. Although at my high school there was some tea. The guy who actually was the one who was in charge of our bowling team. What was his name? Oh, I remember his name. Not gonna say it out loud because he's a real person. But I found out when I was like 30 years old. He was also my geometry teacher. And he got busted. I remember seeing on the news, TV news, when I was 30, which would have been in the early 90s, right? Maybe 94, 95, right? I see on the news, my little small town where I grew up, this teacher from the high school that I went to who taught me geometry, and he was a good teacher for geometry, also was the person who did the bowling team. Oh no, he was like clinked up and hauled off for like doing naughty things with kids. Oh, I never saw it, but I did see another teacher at my school. There was another teacher who was the biology teacher, and again, I know his name. Oh, very clear in my head. He would, should I even say this stuff? Should I even like bring it up? Yeah, no, he had a big van, and this was in the 70s, right? If this van's a rockin', don't come a knockin'. That was usually the bumper sticker on the vans. Oh no, Mr. I had his biology class, and he used to always get girls to TA, like teacher's assistant. You would get credits for being a teacher's assistant, right? And they would always be in like the back room where all his supplies or whatever were. Oh my goodness. But the stories went on that if you, like, with Mr., you would get an A. And there were rumors. I don't know. It's all hypothetical. I don't know if it's true. I do not know if it's true, but I think it's true. I think it's really, really true because it makes a lot of sense. If the girls they would get an A. Yeah, yeah. And there were some girls that did that. I took my C, proudly. I took my C. And he was only like 2 rooms down from the geometry teacher who, like 20 years later, got like clinked and hauled away for like doing naughty things with people who were not of age. Apparently, it's all hypothetical. I'm not naming any names, although I'm thinking them. And if you can like read my mind, you know their names. They did those things. But we also had very good teachers at that school too. So Montana, how are you? Funny story about my English teacher, but there's a character. Everyone's got flippin' stories. Expose the evil. That's what I say. I was a CDNF. You know what? I have found in old boxes that my mother's given me. You know, she's like, I don't want this stuff anymore. I found like my junior high and high school report cards, and I always thought back at those days as like, I was a good student. I showed up and I did all this. I'm like, my grades were awful. I was a terrible student. I was a terrible student. And then back in those days, they could put in like comments, like they'd put a 1, 2, 3, 4, right, and down below it would say like, what does 1 mean? What does 2 mean? When it's like 1 means like always tardy. 2 means doesn't pay attention in class. 3 means doesn't turn in homework on time. I mean, I had all the numbers. I didn't realize I was such a bad student. I really thought I was doing pretty well. But I look back and now I'm like, how? I was terrible. I was just not a good student. But James Smith, howdy, 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 howdy. James is in the house. How are you, my friend? Lord, my high school chemistry was Jeffrey. Opa, opa, opa. Opa, opa. Lord, ugh. Yikesies. Yeah, that was, I think, what my geometry teacher turned out to be a version of. But the weird thing is, like, you know, I never saw it, and I was in one of his classes, and I also was in an after-school thing, like a club that he was in charge of, and I never saw it, but, you know, not everybody sees everything. Things happen. So, I'm glad if it's true that away he went and got his fair due in the prison system. They will take care of the bad people. I have faith that the prisons, that the fellow inmates will not tolerate people of that caliber. That's me keeping it completely clean for YouTube. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. James, school was wasted on me until I was involved. Yes, same. Apparently, same thing. I thought I think it really was. I think it's wasted, especially younger. I mean, elementary school, I think kids are still paying really attention because they're like, wow, this is fascinating, this is interesting. But then once you get into high school and hormones hit and kids lose interest, and, you know, in my generation, it was the 70s, you know, I'm sorry, little joints started coming around and, you know, people would dip out for lunch and share a little of the green magic and then come back and be like, apparently I was a crappy student. I mean, I don't think I'm dumb because of it, but I was kind of surprised at my lack of putting forth the effort that I thought I was putting forth. I knew I was lazy. I was lazy. That's all there is to it. Straight up. Honest answer. Honest answer. Oh yeah. I know what they call them, 20. And I'm not going to say it out loud here, though. Well, there's the Cho and the Mo. They have their own special jail section for them because the regular inmates, yeah, they get protected. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I have like looked into that a lot and I'm well aware. They get protected. I'm sorry. I think, okay, I also grew up in remember the early days of all the, dang man, I grew up as a kid with so many cereal, like, you know, cereal, like Captain Crunch, killers, or, you know, the people that would go around and like, they would do, or like, pow, 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 pow. They would do all the things, and they would do it again and again. And they would do bad things to females. Um, there was what they call it, because I grew up in LA. There was, well, firstly we had Patty Hearst, and there was a book written about it called Helter Skelter. And when I was, okay, story time. When I was about 15 or 16, I was with some friends. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable. This is like hurting my butt sitting here so long. I was at a friend's house, and we had all been there, a little bit of this. Lowenbrow. Do you remember Lowenbrow? There was Lowenbrow, and there was another one. I don't even think they make it anymore. But then there was a little bit of this, and then people were going to, like, falling asleep, because that's what happens when you have a little Lowenbrow and a little this. You fall asleep. Anyway, so I went up sitting in the living room. It's tiny little, it's like as big as this little room I'm sitting in here. And there was a bookshelf above the couch, and I'm just there by myself, and I look up, and there's just a couple of books on the bookshelf, and one of them is this thing called Helter Skelter, which I had no idea what that was or what it was about. And I pulled it down, and yeah, I'm not quite in a clear state of mind. I'm in a little, like, fuzzy place, right? And I just, like, I didn't start at the beginning or anything like that. I just opened the book up and started reading it. Oh, good grief. Don't read Helter Skelter when you're stoned. Don't read it when you're high. Don't read it when you're stoned. Don't read it sober. It is not good. JK. Hell yeah, Lowenbrow. Do you remember Lowenbrow? Those were the days. James dropped out of high school and joined the Marines around 25. My brain finished developing and went to trade school. Now I've had almost 4-year career in engineering. Oh, good for you, James. Well, smart, I think, really. Yeah, get me off the topic of Helter Skelter and being high and reading Helter Skelter. Bad. Better to talk about this. Lowenbrow. Lowenbrow was good. And there was this other beer, and I'm trying to remember, during that same period of time, which was, I'm going to say it was, well, I was 15, 16, 17, so it was the late 70s. That's when Lowenbrow, you even spelled it correctly. So I know, JK, that you know what I'm talking about. Lowenbrow Michelob. No, we didn't drink Michelob. It was this other bottled beer that is no longer made. I'll have to think about it and come back. Sean Dave Eric. Hello. Maybe some boons. I know we drank on some crap back then. We had no like standards at all. We're like, oh no, I'm not gonna drink that. It's like, oh yeah, sure, let me try that. Or Mad Dog. Oh, that's a mistake you only make once, right? Helter Skelter, the Beatles. Oh, good grief. Okay, I gotta move forward. Sorry. I got behind. Sorry that. Little Kings, Make of the Mountains, Moosehead. That's a Canadian beer, isn't it, Mick? Isn't that Canadian? Seems like Moosehead was Canadian. And that's another one I have not seen around in like decades. I haven't seen it in the stores or anything. But I think was it Canadian? Dannerin. A beautiful woman. Thank you. That's nice. Thank you. Little King's Rule. Is that a band? Blatz. Oh, Blatz. That was like something to drink, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I used to love What's Little Kings? Moose. Yes. I know you guys are like one up on me because I'm like, what? Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember Blatz. What? Blatz was a drink, right? Oh, Pabst. Oh, yeah, Pabst. That was always the cheapest, like if we had kegger parties, right? Do you guys remember kegger parties? Because we were all poor back then, right? I mean, we don't have money like kids have money today. They're like, oh, life's so hard. And it's like, you have no idea. You're not even like totally broke. We had like $1. And so somebody would have a kegger party and they would get a keg, and like Pabst Blue Ribbon was a perfect example of what would be in the keg, which is stink beer. It's like the cheapest, worst beer, but you can get a keg back in the day. In the 70s and early 80s, you get a full keg of it for about, I don't know, I think a keg was like $40. 35 for like Pabst, for the skunky stuff was like $35 for a whole keg. And then you just get all the red cups. And kids nowadays don't know how to pump a keg. They don't know how to just drink out of red silo cups. And sorry, they don't know how it's done. They need to do that. They need to drink bad beer. And all night long. Because they have no other choice. Deep, $5 for the solo cup just to get in. Well, I remember getting into those like backyard parties or whatever where there would be it would be like, no, it wasn't $5 to get in my day, back in the 70s and the early 80s. It was like $1 to get in, and girls would get in free. You know, the boys would have to pay. Boys, you know, what, young adult man, whatever. The boys would have to pay $1, but girls would maybe get in free or maybe have to pay $1. But it was like $1. But they would get a keg of beer for $35 or $40, buy the cups. They would be spending less than $50, and they'd get 300 people to come and pay $1 each. That's how kids made money back then. You knew somebody that could get you a keg of beer, you could make $200 in a night. But then you had to clean it up the next day. But those were, yeah, them were the days. Them were the days. That's all I'm saying. Keggers. Tilt the cup to keep the foam right. Easy, easy, easy. And then you kind of pour out the foamy part, and then you go again, right? Yes, we know you were the hot girl. You got in for free. No, it wasn't it. It wasn't like that at all, 2800. Because back then, I was very mid. I was very mid. Yeah, true that. Those were the good old days. Show me your outfit, please. Again, I love to be bossed around. Okay, I need to take a drink of my Metamucil, because clearly I'm an old lady. Okay, my outfit. I have, for those of you fascinated and needing to know what the couture is today, I have a white blouse on. I have a brown puka shell necklace, and I have a blue skirt on, complemented in accessories by the reading glasses, because I can't see beans without them. So we do that, and then we have the rings. Oh, I forgot to put a bracelet on. I've got no bracelet. For shame. For shame. No bracelet. But there we are. There's the outfit. Are you satisfied? Person who demands me to present yourself, woman, present yourself. It's like, really? You think I'm gonna go there with that? Yeah. Oh, am I getting a little bitchy? Do we need a break? Because it's Friday night, and I always do better when I take a break, and then I come back. Install the spare windshield washer tank in my friend's van, filled it with Jack the windshield wiper with Jack Daniels. It had to be very sugary, right? Or something. It couldn't have been good. And ran a hose. You're a good friend, James. You're the kind of friend that's the kind of friend that I think I no, I was not a cheerleader. I was such a dork in high school. I was in choir. I was on the diving team. I was in drama, and I was in the church bell choir, as well as the vocal choir. So I was a geek. Design French habit. This is more of, well, you might get this 2800. This is actually my top, right? And the skirt is more of a Latin looking outfit. You can't see the skirt, but it's kind of, it matches the sort of the Latin look. I could do like the Latin look, right? The Latin look. And the skirt is kind of the same, where it's like, it's got that sort of, like I need to dance. Wild Buffalo. Wild Buffalo. Was that a drink? Kenneth. Hello, Jason. I think Chacha needs a drink more than a a stiff one. And oh, I shouldn't say stuff. I gotta be careful the kind of stuff I say. Yes, Jason, I agree with you, and I'm not gonna lie. James is the MacGyver. It sounds like he kind of is, doesn't he? Geeks are hitting hottie. Well, you know, it's interesting, and I'm gonna kind of let those go back up. I never went to any high school reunions up until like 4 years ago. I went to my 40th, was it 3 years ago? It was either 3 or 4 years ago, when I was 58. And I went to my 40th high school reunion because my best friend from high school was like, no, you have to go. I've been to the other ones. It's really fun. It'll be great and everything. Anyways, she talked me into it. And I went. And I did. We partied, and I just didn't give a rat's patootie about anything. It was fun. And I realized how many people I had no clue who they were. No idea. Or I just didn't recognize them. But there was one point. JK. About you say geeks are hidden hotties. Okay, not to like totally toot my own horn, but there was one point when I was standing around with a group of people, and it was a bunch of guys, actually, and they were looking at me and they were looking at my name tag and they're like, wow, I don't remember you so much from high school. I don't remember you so much from high school. And then one of the guys said, well, she was a sleeper. And I was like, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. And all the guys were like, yeah, for sure, a sleeper. And then the next day, had to consult with some male friends, and I understood. So geeks are hidden lies. Apparently, they now no longer thought I was a dorkazoid. I was a sleeper. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Once I learned what it meant, I felt like, okay, well, I guess that's nice. I mean, for sure, that don't tips. Antonio, you have a legging or jeans? No, I'm wearing a skirt. I'm wearing a skirt. I have legs. I'm wearing a skirt. I'm wearing a blouse. And I'm wearing a skirt because it's hot and it's Friday. And there we go, both knees, but they are staying pressed together like a lady. They're gonna stay just like that, just like that. I'm gonna be prim and proper, and that's all. Just keeping it as it needs to be. Ow. See, that's the age thing. I'm like, I can't do that because then I get a cramp in my hip. That's the age that's showing through. Oh, Farrah is back. Nefer, hi, how are you? The fittest girls are from Utah. Toten, Scottsboro. Could very well be. Yes, sleeper refers to anything that is not expected. Yeah, see, I learned that, JK. I learned that. That they were like looking at me like, did we go to high school together? I don't remember you. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, well, too late, bub. Your time passes. Would you marry me, Jose Colon? Sure, why not? Donna, keeping it real hot. Yeah, pretty much. Mommy outfit check. Ta-da! I love you too, Jose. Yup. I know, sleeper. It's funny. It was really after I found out what it kind of meant. I was like, because at first I was like, what? And I have pictures from that night too. Man, I tied one on. I had fun. It was actually a good night. And you know what? I will never ever go to one of those again. I did one. It's like one and done. Never again. Never again. It was so much fun, but it can't be better than that when I'm like older. No. I like old one. Well, Thushara, I like old one too. I was in a band. Oh, I was in band. I feel connection, right, JK? I was a dork. I was such a dork. Tarzan is no good. Tarzan is good. Come on. Come on. Don't be dissing Tarzan. I'm Puerto Rican. Jose, well, welcome. Storm Surfer. Storm Surfer's here. You missed some, like, weird stories. But, you know me, I can always, sort of hash up some new weird stories, I guess. Sure. Love you too. Love you too. Let's talk what I'm saying. Because it's Friday, JK. Is that what you're saying? Because it's Friday, should we go for it? Should we? JK, talk to me. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. I'm like, bring it on. All I have to do tomorrow, I have no work tomorrow, but I was gonna try to figure out the TV thing, and I gotta move it over and then put all these gadgets and anyways, maybe I'll get it done or maybe I won't. Are we at Taiwan on? My parents sent me Catholic school when I was young. 2800? Are you pure? Are you a pure young man? Because I was a bad kid. But are you pure because you went to Catholic school? Would you go out with me and have a serious relationship with me? I have no idea, Jose Colon from Puerto Rico. I don't know you, but I never say no to anybody, but I would have to get to know you. It's been 29 years for me, and I'm not going back until I have my PhD. Just walk in and make them call me doctor. So you don't even have to actually have the PhD. I had a friend, a guy friend, who we had been friends since we were young. He's married with 5 kids happily and everything, but we were still good friends. And he showed up. God, freaking sense of humor. This guy has funniest guy in the world. He showed up with a pocket full of condoms, and everyone knew who he was because he was very popular in high school. I was not, but we were always in line next to each other because our last names started with the same letter, R, right? So, but we always wound up next to each other. So we just wound up knowing each other. But we were not good friends until we got to be adults. And anyways, he was like, he wanted to show up with a pocket full of condoms and like shake people's hand with said condom in the hand. Good to see you. My name, I'm Manny. We give his name, and people would be like, "What?" He's like, "I'm a condom representative," which is absolutely not what he did for a living, but it was funny. It was funny. We could get to know each other. Well, that's why we're here, Jose. That's why we're here, my friend. But I'm going, you'll have a PhD. Oh, you're going to have a PhD. Well, that's good for you, Jason, for sure. I have a BS. That's a Bachelor of Science, for those of you who don't know. But I like calling it a BS too. I have a BS. Storm Surfer, you're looking extra beautiful today. What's the matter? Well, I mean, Storm Surfer, what do you mean? Is something gotta be wrong? I'm just me. I'm always just me. I'm just me, people. Come on. Don't pick on me. Just a girl. Just a girl telling weird ass stories. And I have my degree as a street pharmacist, the little dealer. Here, have a little of this, have a little of that. Here you go, try a little of this. I will heal what ails you. I do have one. JK, bring it. Babar, oh my gosh. Hello, Babar from Pakistan. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. That's why I'm looking at you. Thank you, Jose. That's very nice. Yeah, I have a BSc and a BA and German certificate. That's very good. AI, are you from Germany? You probably told me you were from somewhere else, and I try to remember everything. English Joe's a condom representative with 5 kids. I don't want these. True that. It wasn't a true story. He was just being funny, right? He was just being funny. Who's from Egypt? In is from English, or Egypt. Hi. I live in Brooklyn, Jose. Well, that's not Puerto Rico. But are you in, well, Brooklyn could be the Puerto Rican part of Brooklyn. Has anyone ever told you that you look like Michael Obama? No. AI India. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You're looking beautiful. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. I think people like me wearing white. Makes, do I look or feel more pure in white? Is it the pureness? Is it the 2800 is still having to delete people? I thought we had a pretty mellow crowd, but 2800 is like on fire. He's on point. I'm from Brooklyn. Got you. Please be thank you, 2800. I appreciate that. Good night, Jason. Hey, buddy. So good to always have you here. Love you, Jason. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you hopefully soon, okay? The white brings out your hair, your eyes, and your lips. Oh, is that it? Is that what it is? Anyone told you that you look like JK, thank you. Just watch an egg frying and thought this was what college does to your brain. That used to ha 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 ha. There used to be a commercial in the 80s that was showing an egg frying on a pan. And first it would say, show the egg, this is your brain. And then they would show the egg frying on a pan. It would say, this is your brain on drugs. That was the kind of commercials we saw in the 80s. This is your brain, the egg. This is your brain on drugs. It's supposed to scare us, I guess. I just cracked my 2 cans. I know, maybe we need to, I'm thinking I need a something. I'm not leaving. Nick, don't leave. Stay. Everyone's gone. I remember that commercial, Chatty. Do you remember the commercial? This is your brain on drugs. And I think it was supposed to scare us. But, I mean, raise your hand if it scared you. No, didn't scare me. Did not scare me. The DARE program taught me about all the drugs that are out there, right? I remember that commercial, yes. And I think it was meant to scare us. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want my egg frying in a pan. It just would make me hungry. It's like, no, I did not. That did not scare me. It did not stop me from piddling in the drogas occasionally. I wasn't big into it, but it certainly didn't scare me. Chacha, get a refreshment, says JK, right? Remember the DARE, right? That chatting, that was what somebody was saying. I'm sorry, I got a call. What? Don't be sorry, my friend. It's Friday night. Good, that's great. You're getting calls. That you're Timothy. Yes. I don't know what the S was for, but maybe it was about the egg frying, or like it didn't scare you. Like, that didn't scare me from doing drugs. Oh, it didn't stop me from doing drugs. I mean, I wasn't like smoking. I don't even remember there being crack around back then. Back then, it was just drinking and a lot of cannabis. But it was the weak stuff. It was the stuff that people grew in their bathtubs or in their backyard or something like that. And then there was Oh, there were shrooms. I think people were starting to do a little bit of ecstasy. I have still never done ecstasy. Can you show me your outfit? Lonnie, baby. I got a little white shirt on. I got a little white shirt on. And then I have a blue, like dark blue skirt. And as I showed before, I'll show you my knees. I have to be careful though. My knees. So it's a skirt. But I want to remain proper. That's all. It's a skirt. That's right. You heard me. Okay, it has been an hour and a half. Girl needs to take a potty break. Go to the loo. We call that backyard boogie. Can we see? Well, I'm going to stand up and go to the loo. And perhaps when I come back, you can make a bet as to whether you will see my skirt or not. It's dark blue. It is kind of hard to see because the couch is brown and everything around me is dark. But I'm showing you my knees to like prove. Not that I need to prove anything to you. But anyways, so give me 2 minutes. I will be right back. Girl needs to have a little moment, right? Be right back. Okay. Okay, I think. Did I turn the... Did I even turn the mute on? I might not have. But you did get to see my outfit, right? Don't tease. How did I tease you? I don't, this is not a particularly sexy outfit. I mean, it's not, but I like it. My butt. Sit on 2 pillows for 2 hours and sit up straight and see how your butt feels. That's all I'm saying. Lonnie baby, you got any tattoos? Yes. Yes, I do. Hello, pretty lady. Thank you, 2800. That's nice of you. Beautiful. Little extra today. Storm Server, that's interesting because a couple of people have said that, and I'm like, did you tease us? With which part of it was teasing? Was I? Did I? I'm pretty well covered up. I mean, look at this big baggy shirt. I'm not even, seriously, I mean, I have a skirt on. I'm not even, this is not. Is it teasing? And if it was, yes, then it was meant to be. It was meant to be some good, proper teasing. I think, why not? Why the heck not tease? I think it has to happen. It has to happen in life. There has to be teasing. So, Storm Server, yes. Any debates? Anasbellas, you know, my whole chat is some weird form of discussion slash debate slash chaos slash I'm not even sure, but there we go. Paul Leo is here. Hello, Paul Leo. How are you? It's good to see you again. You were here last night. Jose Colon, I love you. Well, I love you too, Jose. I do. I love the sophisticated look it looks like. Do I look sophisticated? Did I look more sophisticated when my hair was up? Give me the answer to that. You know, like when I had my hair. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna try to do it again. Did I look? Wait, let me get a rubber band. Hold on. We're gonna go for like serious here. I wanna know, like, I wanna know. Okay, we're gonna change the look, and I wanna find out. We're gonna take that off, and I'm gonna go for the serious look. And I want to know if this, what was it, sophisticated was the word that was used? By whom? Was that 2800 or Storm Server? One of you guys said that. I just do not the big like clip on the top of my head, but this is like the principal tight hair pulled back. Don't mess with me hair. So let's just hold up a minute and see. Let's see if that is that more serious. Wait. If I was your principal, if you were in trouble, you come in here. If you're the librarian, I would turn my book late on purpose. Naughty boy. Naughty, naughty. But, okay, so we do just the tight pulled back, very stern and serious. Who, if I were a librarian, I would not be wearing the puka shells, the like sandy puka shells. Nor would I be like, you know, that. But, I mean, what if there's like a little hair? You know, sometimes there's a little messy hair looking thing. Oh, we shouldn't even go down this path. People, we're not going to go down this path, are we? No, we're not going to go down the path. I would do very bad things just to get you. I'll pay you. Bring it. Bring it on, baby. Poor Leo is like, oh shit. You do naughty things. Yeah, and you know what? You always dress appropriately. Well, thank you. Thank you. I do my best to be ladylike. That's all. Demontric Lockridge says hi. Sacred UFF. What's uff? I don't know Sacred, you again. Yes, me. Yes. Me again. I'm still here. Yeah, still here. You know. This is BS, the way you're treated. Christopher, what do you mean? Because the trolls come in or say the weird thing? Is that what you mean, Christopher? It's funny. I only laugh at it. And if it gets really bad, generally a mod will like time someone out, but I don't take it seriously. I mean, trolls be trolls, right? I'm too old to worry about like young people who don't have anything else to do with their time other than go through chats and like write rude things. It's whatever. It is whatever. I can't handle a hot principal. It's the least I could do to meet her. Bad storm surfer. I'm gonna get the paddle out, and then you're in trouble. Sacred, I love you, you love me. I know. True, Sacred, I do love you. And if you love me, then I think we're just meant to be. Just meant to be. If I was a parent, I would come into school just to talk to you about my kids every day. Okay, fair. I need a pencil, like, behind my ear, right? Let's see if I got a pencil. I know I got a pencil here. Okay, wait, no, like a real pencil. Look at, this is proof that I have 17 children. I still have a box of, like, number 2 pencils. Who owns this stuff and still has it handy if they didn't have many children? I've got crayons, I've got books, I've got, oh no, it doesn't work. I would have to put it through like the button up here, but I'm not going to. But I do have pencils, so that's proof. It's proof that I am the principal. That's all I'm saying. It's Friday night, you guys. I cannot believe that it's been kind of so quiet tonight. Did you chew on your pencils when you were young? Did you chew? I remember there were always kids who their pencils were like, punish me, principal. I was a bad boy. You were 17. Yeah, sure. Why not? Doesn't everyone have 17 children? Isn't that normal? Seems like it's normal. Or it's not. Or it's just cray-cray. And I bet you don't eat pencils. 83 from Amsterdam. I remember you, 83. Hey, no, we were just talking about like if I were a principal, right? Because I put my hair up. Like I put my hair up, and then I'm like trying to be serious. Like I'm trying to be serious, right? And I know somebody freaking don't go there with that. Don't go there with that. But I have this whole box of pencils that was left over. I have stuff around my house that is left over from when all my kids were young. And they, you buy stuff and you just have it, and then they don't maybe use it all up. And I mean, I've got boxes of crayons. I'm like, they haven't used crayons in 15 years, 20 years. I don't know how long. A long time. And I have all these pencils. I have boxes of pencils. It's like, oh, good grief. I was a good mom, though. I still am a good mom. So, there you go. Maybe, if I were a teacher, I don't think it would be a good idea to like try to be a hot teacher, because you want your kids to focus, right? You want your kids to focus. And it's hard to leave her life. I'm hypnotized. Swim, surf the eyes, never get tired, staring at beauty. Oh, somebody's flirting. Bags, pencils. I do. 83. You weren't here. You weren't even here. And I was like showing off my box of like number 2 pencils. It's like, yes, I did have kids. No, they did not finish the last box of number 2 pencils, but I still have them. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to, what am I going to do with that? I don't even know. Mahmoud, thank you for all the hearts. Thank you. Beautiful, mature. Yes, I'm beautiful. Am I? But thank you for saying so. But mature, yes. Ooh, wait, we gotta be careful. I told you I can show the knees. I can show the knees. But I'm wearing a skirt, and I have learned my lesson. I have learned my lesson about being careful with my dresses and skirts. That's why I haven't worn a dress in a while, because they were a little too, maybe, we'll say flimsy, and I need to be more careful with the dresses. So, I like wearing what I wear. See, we can still do this, which would be completely appropriate out in the world. In my world, anyways. We gotta, like, loosen that up. Because, like, the principal thing is, like, I'm slowly turning into a San Diego principal, which is a little bit more, like, down, like, bring it down. We're okay. We're still a principal, but, you know, we're kind of like a cool person too. That's a California thing. So just saying, just saying, just saying. That's all. Well, we don't need to get banned because then we'll never. I know we don't want that. No, no. But that's why I keep things like moderate. Yep, yep, yep. You don't need that. You like, okay, 83 is the hair, it's the cherry. And well, I keep changing my hair tonight. Actually, I started the chat like almost 2 hours ago, and I had all my hair tied up on top of my hair in a clip. And then after about an hour, I got tired of that. And then I had it all down. And that was good for a while, but then it started getting hot. It was hot, baby. It was hot. It was too hot. It was too hot. It was too hot. So I put it up in a ponytail. First, I did the principal, shame on you, hair tie. And now I'm doing the live in Southern California principal look of like, well, you know what? You need to get your shit together, so get your butt back to class, kiddo. Or I'll call your mother. Oh yeah, I can't live without. Oh, Storm Surfer! Mahmood, I love you too. Christopher, hi again. You're back. You're back. You're back. That's good. Welcome back. 83. It was hot because you were biting new pencils. Because it was new pencils. That's why it was hot, because it was new pencils. No. Okay, well, I mean, if it's the new pencil thing, I have the whole box of, I mean, there's got to be 10 in there still left. There's a whole bunch of, who uses pencils anymore? Really, it's the little kids that use pencils. Jeffrey, I can run half an hour, but for you 45 minutes. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. You're sweet. You have a lot of very attentive followers. Well, I appreciate my people. I like that. You know, and I'm gonna be, you know, like attentive back. I want us to have like a room, a community, like a group that we all could be good. It's not, that's what I want. That's my goal. I'm not looking for 100,000 people to follow me who I don't know. I would rather have just a few thousand people that I get to know and we can be friends and all that. So, it's who I am, it's what I am, it's all I am. And I'm probably too lazy for like a big thing. At the end of the day, I'm probably a little lazy for like all the hassle of like a big group of people. That would be really, it would really bum me out if the chat was going. I've been to channels where the chat is just flying by. Oops, I'm behind, sorry. And they don't read anything. They never acknowledge anyone. And I'm like, I don't think I would want that. I like being able to chat with people. An apple for the principal of Storm Surfer. I'm jealous of the pencil you bit. You got to touch you. Storm Surfer, that's sweet. So good, you are sweet. Thank you, JK. It's an honest answer. I mean, if nothing else on this platform, I try to be like straightforward and honest, and I would rather have a group of people that were having fun and chatting. What are your thoughts on cannibalism? Well, I did read back in the 70s another book. I already talked about the book I read, Helter Skelter. That's not cannibalism. But I read a book called Alive. It was about a Latin American soccer team that crashed in the Andes. And quite honestly, that's all I'm going to tell you. If you have a question about cannibalism, look up the book called Alive, Alive, that was published in, I think the story took place, it was based on a true story. True story. True story. So, I read it when I was like 12. I was a weird kid. That's all I'm saying. I was a weird kid and I was fascinated by weird shit. I would be getting in trouble on purpose to say, Grandma baby. Still the grandma comments. You've been commenting in here all night and you just like, you need to improve your Google Translator because I think you can do better. I think you can do better. That's all. There would be a line outside the Pennsylvania. 2800. Well, thank you. That's very nice. Just to have a coffee with you. Well, JK, anytime. 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 Come and have a cafe with me. Or walk at the beach, right? Grab a coffee and walk at the beach. That's what I love, man. Or the bay or something like that. Because I want it bad. Because I want it bad, says Jeff. I want it bad. I want it. Okay, we're not going to have... No. It's kind of funny though, isn't it? Little Scotchy. I'm familiar with it. Oopsie, whoopsie. There we go. Okay, I gotta get caught up. Sorry, trying to get caught up. Oh, you guys are chatting. Give me an hour, lady. Well, that makes me nervous. Alex, I hope you're well. I'm good. Thank you, Alex. Alexo Santos. Yeah, good to see you. Yes, both. But I'm in Indiana and Jeff. Why I can come over and walk with you at the beach. Sure. Honestly, if you're not like giving off like people on the internet, I suppose, can be unnerving. We'll just say unnerving. But, how much more unnerving is that than just me, like, walking down the beach and some random person walking up to me and saying, can I walk with you? That would be like, well, it's free beach, Yeah, it's the same kind of like, I think it would probably be fine. If I ever meet you, we're going for crab cakes. I love crab cakes. I had crab cakes last weekend. I had to like fast for most of this week to get over the calorie intake that I had last Sunday of the crab cakes. I ate them we were out to lunch with like family members and my brother ordered this thing and I'm like, oh, it sounds really good. So I ordered the same thing and it was like English muffins with crab cakes on them and then like hollandaise sauce and like a hard-boiled egg on top with like all this hollandaise sauce. So very good. But seriously, a whole week of like cutting back on calories just to make up for that one meal, because that one meal was probably like 4,000 calories. Can't even say. I don't know. Samaya, hello. Correct. Unless you thought I looked good, I would not hit on you. Well, that would make me feel safer. This channel is about nature and pencils. Yeah, yes, 83. My shorts are about nature, and the live is about, like, what is Chacha wearing today? And is she eating a pencil? Or what is she doing to what what exactly what exactly is going on with Chacha and her eating pencils? You are completely on point, and I appreciate you for for pointing that out. I feel like an idiot sometimes. Of course, the conversations they have about is anything and everything. I know it goes all over the board. The conversations do go all over the board. See, got Gala. I don't know what that means. Samaya. Jeff, what pencils? How big a stack? All right, you weren't here, Jeff. I was chewing on one pencil, but it came out of a box of pencils. So, stack or one. Yeah, I was then chewing on the pencil. But I'm not going to do it again. I already did it. Already just catching you up. Just catching you up with what was going on. And that was like, I don't even know where that came. Oh, it came from, because when I first tied my hair up, it was like, yeah, I look like a principal. But then I loosened the hair a little bit, and I'm looking more like a California principal now. Not like a Louisiana principal. I don't know what principals look like in Louisiana. I don't know what the principals look like in Missouri. I do not know what the principals look like in Iowa or Idaho or Wyoming or Montana. No idea. I do know what they look like in California. I measured. I don't know what that means, but sounds a little sketchy. Wow. Storms of it. Are you going to put an auction for the pencil you chewed? I'll bid fine. Sure. Who wants the pencil I chewed? That's the silliest thing. That is the silliest thing I've ever. That sounds very OF, right? Now, how much is it worth? That sounds very OF, doesn't it? Chatty and Storms, right? Well put together. Thank you, Chadian. Chadian, you're always a gentleman. I appreciate that. But I will be honest. Well, Jeff, please do. I'm kind of lit right now, warm and fuzzy. That's good. It's Friday night, 2800. If there's ever going to be a night to be a little bit lit, it would be Friday night, right? Don't you think? I mean, unless it depends really on like people's. Gotta move my butt back. Sorry, you guys. I gotta move my butt back. Yeah, you get the knees again. You get the knees again. Because I gotta lay back. My back is hurting. And my butt is hurting. Not to announce all of my like ailments, but sitting like still for this long it's a thing. I'm thinking of taking a little break and deciding whether I will come back or not for like another 45 minutes or something. Good morning, Europe. Linda. Hello, hello. It is the weekend. Yes, Jeff. Correct up. Correct up. So I'm going to take a little sip. I'm not going to tell you what I'm taking a sip of, but there's my straw. Oh, goodness. That makes me feel better. Hi, Prince. I'm drunk. Punish me. You just wait. Naughty, naughty. What are you making me do? What are you guys making me do? Stop it. You can lie down for some time somewhere. We'll wait. Well, I know there are streams where people actually sleep and people watch them sleeping. Really? I think that's interesting. Jeff, show me I'm jealous. You can share with me. Punish me too. I do like to be in charge. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I do. That's all. Period. Not gonna walk down that path with you guys. Come on now. That wouldn't be appropriate. This is YouTube, and I don't do OF. So, you say, well, that's your truth. Well, that's my truth. No one will know. No rulers for you. You would break it. Uh-oh. I told you I was a parent. And why do I still have this stuff? Because when my kids finished school, there's another one. It's like a see-through, but it's a ruler. But this was the kind that most of them had because it has the 3 holes in it. Because then it would go in their binder, right? And so they would always have the ruler. But I am still stuck because the final kids grew up and moved out, and I had to go through their backpacks, and I wound up keeping some of the stuff thinking, hey, you never know. What if one thing gets pulled back into school? I had kids in school for so long that it was just normal to always have like school supplies around. Oh, good grief. School supplies, even a map. And again, it has the 3-ring binder thing. So this was in one of my kids. That's the world. The other side is the United States, right? But that's being a mom. Wiping the nose was that a drip? I don't think so. I think it. I have the fan on, and it kind of dries me out, and it was probably just itchy. I mean, are you gonna abuse with a ruler? No, I'm not going to. I don't hit. I'm not a hitter. That's not doesn't do anything for me. Hitting people, well, a spanking now and then, I suppose. But hitting, for the most part, is not something that, no. Or, Jeff, watch your mouth there. Oh no, Jeff, stop immediately with the path you're going down, because, no. Yeah, so that's, you know what, I kind of get what you're saying, Storm Survivor. I think because it's Friday night, people are getting a little wackadoodle, What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go offline, and maybe I will come back in a little while, because it's Friday night, right? I may come back in a little while and do a little more. But people need to cool their jets. You ever remember that one? Cool your jets. Calm down. Stop with, no, teacher gets mad. So, I love you. I might be back.